think about rescue, you think about cats and dogs. You don't think about horses. Somebody has to, and here they do.
Horse Protection Association of Florida is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization, and we specialize in rescuing horses from situations of starvation, abandonment, and neglect. Once those horses are back to health, we use natural horsemanship to train them, get them to have good manners and good dispositions, that's trained, and then find new homes for them if we can, and if not, they get to live out their lives here.
You know, a lot of people think that emaciated horses or abused horses, they can't reverse and they can't go back to being happy, normal selves, and they can't be ridden and they can't be used for other things. Is really awesome. Yes, that horse has a past and that horse was emaciated, but that doesn't mean that they're not rideable, and that doesn't mean that they wouldn't make an awesome pet for somebody else once they are healed from their neglect and their emaciation. Natural horsemanship in Pirelli is a very big focus here, and that is because a lot of these horses are abused and neglected, so we want to give them the proper foundation so that if they are able to be adopted out, they can have good quality homes as well as a good foundation.
The staff is dedicated to making sure these horses get the optimum care, they're fed like clockwork, they get handled and cared for every day, and they truly care about them as individuals.
It's just not a matter of feeding them and giving them some hay and giving them some water. They need attention, they need care, they need to be cleaned, they need to be brushed. And it's hard for me to believe, unfortunately, how many of these animals can be abused, they can be neglected, whether through fault or not fault. Some people don't even realize.
They get groomed every single day, and that's to ensure that they don't have any new cuts or injuries. Nutrition is very big here, a very big thing that's very important because these horses have been emaciated or abused or neglected. So we take nutrition as well as their injuries very seriously here.
Nowadays they're used not for service, but they're used for showing, racing, and for our pleasure. We're in Marion County, Florida, Ocala, which has the highest population of horses of any county in the United States. There's over 80,000 horses in this county. The whole economy of this county is horse breeding for show, but mostly for racehorses and thoroughbred racehorses. They're used as a commodity to make money. They're for a for-profit business. In that for-profit business, there's going to be a lot of cast-offs. Some of them get good homes as jumpers and endurance horses or in other disciplines, but there's a whole bunch of them like elderly mares who can't be bred anymore, or horses who break down at the track or are not fast enough in the first place that are surplus.
And when there's an economic downturn, the first thing people stop doing is feeding their livestock, and it's a sad thing. I was in a position to get a horse. I've never met another horse like him, and he was born here. He was the cutest little foal. He was named Sherman because he looks like a tank. He does all kinds of crazy things for a career, and he's turned out to be the best horse I have ever owned.
When you get that kind of bond with a horse that's been adopted, that's what's really satisfying.
If you become a sponsor, you can actually come to see your horse. You can see where your money's going, how it's benefiting these animals. You can be one-on-one with the animals, and that's important to me. It takes quite a bit of money to run an organization like this, and we're just so thankful that we can help.
This place is important to me because that gave me the best time of my life. I'm having the best time because of HPAF.
We always can use people to help us with grant writing, and we can use volunteers to help with fundraising. And it's bequeathed to us, but this land is very, very wet, and it causes the horses terrible health problems with their feet, and we've even lost horses because of it, and we really need to get off this property. We've been here a long time and we love it, but it's not healthy for the horses, and we're hoping to move south closer to the villages. But I think if we're closer to the villages, one, it's a drier area, sandier, but we have no prospects yet, so we're looking for connections to help us get down that area, and corporate sponsors. We always can use corporate sponsors, and we can promote your business and you can help the horses.
Basically, the thing that I see most is the transformation from a horse that comes in here and trusts very little to when they're getting ready and they're ready to be put out for adoption, they trust humans much more. I think the problems with horses and humans are, since they are a prey animal and we are the predator, they're naturally skeptical of us and we scare them. It doesn't matter what your experience was before. Let us show you that we're worthy of your majestic attitude, your majestic being.
Obviously, we're a nonprofit, so we function off of donations and sponsorships for the horses. And sponsoring is very important. Some may never leave here, and then some, of course, get adopted out. But the sponsorships help us to focus directly on a specific horse that may need more specific treatment or more specific attention.
We have a website, which is hpaf.org, the acronym for our organization, or if you just put in Horse Protection Florida, we'll come up on a Google search. We have a Facebook page, so please like us on Facebook. You can contact us through our website. We have a donor platform on the top right of our website where you can click to donate. And we could use help with social media because we're kind of older folks and we're not as savvy at social media, so we could really use some social media help if there's anybody out there that would like to help us bring our tech up to modern standards.
All organizations need help, but this one they're like saving helpless creatures. I mean, these horses have no choice into where they go and who takes care of them and what happens to them. And some of them land in bad places. Well, this place tries to make sure that they get a better place. And that's very important.